In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. Yeah, Dave's butthole smells like he eats dead hookers. It's fucking terrible.
It's all in how you cook them, man.
Dude,
Stay away from Dave's butthole.
for real, man. Well, when you're locked in a Maverick with him for 16 hours at a pop, fuck.
I was driving, so I just locked the windows too.
He's a sadist. He's a sadist. Actually, he's very courteous. He would just smile and roll his window down, and I'd be like, what? What the fuck, Dave? He'd be like, sorry, bro. Oh my god. Oh
That
my
was-
god.
It was straight out of Shaun of the Dead. I just looked at me like, sorry.
Yeah, it was rough ones, man. It was rough ones.
Careful, it's ass eating season,
It is.
boys.
Happy November, everybody. It is ass eating season. Welcome. It is Friday. We're sitting in a circle.
You're throwing sticks
I'm
around.
throwing sticks around. The drinking is back because October is over. And Dave, what the fuck are we about to do?
Oh, we're gonna masturbate, boys.
That's right. It's time for a Freedom Friends Master Debate. The first of a drunky one for a while. So, Justin, what you got for us today?
All right, boys.
All right, boys.
So I want to know, what do you think would improve society if it was never invented?
Politicians.
Social media.
Social media.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
question.
That's it? That's all y'all got?
Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons.
You have more than one answer.
All right. Let me go. So social media is an obvious one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do a tangible, if you will.
Okay.
A tangible, like a physical.
What would
Ooh,
improve society if it had never been invented?
I'm gonna go with meth.
Well, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fentanyl.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So basically, any synthetically controlled drug. Well, no, because there's a lot of synthetically controlled drugs that do really good for
Sure.
humanity right now.
Sure.
I'll take that list.
See me
My
after,
list
see me
is-
after the podcast.
He's like,
Needs
October's over, bro. Give me that list of drugs.
Where's Mandeville when you need him?
Speaking of, Scott came in this morning with his eyes dilated
Oh,
as fuck. I was like, either he had an eye appointment or Scott's on fucking Mars right now.
I had an eye appointment.
No, he ate his cinnamon toasted crunch bar that I
Yeah.
gave him.
Dude, Dave gets these edibles that are fucking bananas. Like, what the fuck was that? It was they were gummies. Or were they
The-
cookies?
The first ones that I gave you?
No, the first one you gave me were 25s.
He
But
gave
the
me
ones you
those
showed me.
No,
The
the
last-
ones I gave you were hundreds. The ones that I showed you were
Weren't they like
300?
300?
They're 300 milligrams.
You gave me a
each.
500,
I did.
and it was a cookie this big.
Yeah.
Dave's like, yeah, you better only eat a quarter of it. I'm like a 16th of it.
Fucking a sliver of this fucking. Give me a crumb of this fucking thing.
Jesus Christ!
Holy fuck.
Dave's out here trying to fucking sedate y'all. Jesus Christ.
Dude.
You know what? You guys need a break. You just take a vacation,
Need a
land on another planet for a few minutes and be good.
But that's
2 minutes, dude. That's hours and hours.
That's like an unplanned break.
yeah.
That fucking story, the day you came in after I gave you that first 100 and you went home, you just walked in, you looked me full in the face. You're like, what the fuck did you give me?
No, so they were 25s. They were 25s. But they were fucking strong 25s. And
No,
now, when
bro.
you're-
Those were hundreds because that was 1,000 milligrams bag and it was 10 edibles. Yeah, buddy. The heavy hitters that I showed you the other day, those are 300.
That's a strong 25 when it's 100.
Yeah.
I have to look at the bag. I still have some. I still because I didn't fucking eat all those. No, man, I end up on a fucking different planet.
Yeah.
If you're on a different plane of existence, it's like shit. Fuck. Back to the debate question.
Yeah, let's.
I mean, I agree that meth would be a good one. The Prius.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with
it
that.
would definitely cut down on snotty
Prius
people.
drivers.
The High Point.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But we would have missed out on some really good memes.
You know what?
There's
The
good
40 cal.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a round 40 cal.
The whole reason the 40 exists is because FBI agents were too much of a bitch to shoot a 10 mil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, why didn't they shoot a 9? Now they're shooting 9s.
Yeah, they are
Well,
now.
it's because like now 9mm ammo is just as fucking good, if not better.
Yeah,
exceeding.
nothing's changed since then.
Oh, just 40 was always that dog shit.
No, it's just that they accept that, like, 40s are harder to shoot
Yeah.
for everybody.
So I would say the 40 cal is one
Yeah.
that I could do without.
I've got one that's not really tangible, but
Okay.
what about lobbying?
Just lobbyists.
Yeah, lobbyists.
It's a fucking made up job, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like it's because the
I mean,
word briber,
You're,
bribery is a bad word,
Yeah.
right?
you're,
Like,
you're an activist with a different title.
yeah, you're an activist with money,
Yeah.
is what it is. You're an activist that can bribe people. That's all a lobbyist is.
Well,
Mm.
Adolf Hitler was tangible for a little while.
It's very true.
I wonder where the world would be if that never happened.
You think someone just would have picked up?
There's a skit. There was a
No.
TikTok skit that somebody did, and it was like, "Yo, this is my new time machine." It was like a dryer or something. And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "I'm gonna go back and kill Hitler." What else? It's what everybody always says they'll do. And he comes back out, and it's like, and he's like, "Did you?" He's like, "Yeah, man. He's a baby. It was real easy. He just fucking, and he's gone. Just fucking." He was like, "Nice." It's like, let's go outside and see what it's like. He walks out. They're like in a Hasidic neighborhood in New York City. There's all these Hasidic Jews. And they're like, so many Jews. It's a fucking hilarious skit, man. Like,
Again, where is John?
I don't know who made it, but it's on TikTok and it's funny as fuck. And I was like, dude, that's all right. That's fucking funny. Man, what would a good one be? Something invented.
Which came first, cigars or cigarettes?
Cigars.
I'd say cigars.
Yeah.
Cigars. So what about cigarettes?
I mean, the world would definitely be better without cigarettes.
Probably.
That's probably true. And this is coming from a guy who
My
still
teen
dabbles in the cigarette smoking
My
once in a
teen
while.
years would have been different.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd had enough. I don't know if I'd had good enough time.
I got one.
Because back in the
It's,
day, man,
it's
if-
on the same line as this. Vaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Society would be way better without vaping.
It's so
I think when vaping happened, it's about the same time wokeness started. Because everybody's balls went back up inside them and formed a vagina. And I think
I will beat the piss out of you.
Are you offended right now?
Aren't you? I can see your vape sitting from here.
I know who I am.
just saying.
No, although I will say what cracks me up is when I'm driving down the road and I still see like the huge clouds roll out from a car and I'm like, bro, really?
Yeah.
Like we've moved on to
Yeah,
the
I think
fucking little
I
ones.
think the little ones are different.
Yeah.
Like those aren't the fucking sick clouds, bruh. Vape
Yeah.
God. Like those fucking guys.
I remember
So,
when like they
I
were
will-
like the cloud competition.
I was just gonna say, have you
I-
seen
I-
the cloud
they were
competition?
doing like
I
the
seen a
twists and
TikTok
shit.
the other day, and it was this guy getting ready to do a cloud competition right in front of his boss.
This is
And
where he smacks him.
yeah, and he blows it out and he slaps the guy and runs away.
Yeah, I saw it today.
I thought it was pretty good.
I saw it today. The boss just standing there like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. Like, because his boss was like a large black dude that was just like definitely was not the one to be fucked with. And and this kid that was doing it was like he looked like you. He looked like Justin and just like smacked the shit out of him and ran away for his life. That kid didn't even look back. He was gone. He was like, nope, I know he's coming. And the boss standing there dumbfounded. He's like, I'm gonna fucking murder this kid. Now I gotta go to jail for murder.
Warning labels.
Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
Fuck, that's a good one.
Just get rid of them all. Let it sort itself out.
Amen, dude. You know what? I'm willing to bet it won't take that long.
What's a warning label that you guys have like read and like been like, oh, okay, like Thank you.
Caution, coffee hot.
No, I mean a serious one. Has there ever been a warning label where you're like, "Whew, I'm glad that was there"?
Well, like high voltage stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if like there's something to like
Yeah.
something like that. Like I get that.
Like there's the
But
picture of the
that's
sign.
not a warning. That's more of an information. Like this is that. Like I'm saying, like like the warning label, like don't stick your dick in this fan. Like why is that there? Like
Whoops.
Because somebody
No,
did it.
I get that. But has there ever been one where you read it and you're like, you know what? I didn't know any better, and I'm glad I read this. And it I would have fucked up.
There's a comedian named Jeff Altman who was big in the early 90s.
Yeah, I
And
remember
he had a bit about warning labels. And it was like the Gillette Foamy, the puff shaving cream.
Yeah.
Had a warning label on it that said, "Do not use near open flame." And he goes, "You know what that means, don't you? That means sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, 'You know what, honey? I think I'll sit in the fireplace to shave today.'" But that's
I mean, if you're next to a campfire or something, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
What about pornography? Do you
What
think that
about
would?
pornography?
Do you think that would improve society?
You can shut your computer and get the fuck out of here.
Justin, you're fired.
Like I think there's always been pornography. Like there's always been,
Oh.
as long as there's been boners, there's been smut to make them hard, right?
There's
Like
you remember the
the world's oldest profession is
prostitution.
for a reason. Sex
Yeah.
sells, man. It's been
There's
since the dawning of time.
the graffiti from the Roman soldiers on on like Hadrian's Wall.
Bunch of dicks.
Bunch of dicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
That just shows me that no matter, like I said, veterans are the same everywhere.
Yes.
Actually, this last week at RCBT, somebody complained like these shitter walls are way too clean. I didn't see one
Yes.
dick. And I was like, "Don't you go in there and drop fucking dicks in there?"
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think primary reason is they dropped them off 2 days before the event started.
Yeah,
so
right.
We almost set up our bathroom in our old place
yes,
as a porta shitter. Like I was going to buy one, cut the walls, put them up in the bathroom,
yeah.
and make all my friends porta shitter graffiti it.
So I had this idea: if I ever owned a bar, I was gonna have the shitter walls as whiteboards, and I was gonna have fucking like markers in there.
Right.
And then, like, fucking at the end of the night, I would go in and judge the best shithouse poetry or drawing
I would still do it with my knife.
and give them. But I would, if they did it, if they won, they would get like a free pitcher of beer at last call.
That's amazing.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
that was always going to be
Yeah.
a thing. Like, because whoever wins the best shithouse poetry of the night, and I would announce them and like,
Is that a dream of yours that you think is like past? Like you're like at a point in life where you're like, I'm never gonna get around to doing that. Or you think,
to own a bar.
yeah,
I think I know too much about bars now to own a bar.
yeah.
If you ever wanted to, though, I have a great idea, and I really, at some point in my life, I would like to do it.
I would love to recreate the bar. So the bar that I worked at in Baltimore would do fucking amazing here in San Antonio. And I mean fucking amazing. With the military and veteran community here, the fucking sheer size of it, we would print fucking money. But the amount of work,
Yeah.
fuck me. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard because I would be the owner,
Yeah.
and I know the appropriate people I would hire to run this fucking immaculately. And I know the exact fucking people I would fucking do it. And a lot of them are people who I've worked with before in the bar industry. I know those people would fucking crush it here. Right. And so do I think is it outside of the realm of possibility? It's not outside of the realm, but my life would have to get very, very less complicated in order for me to pull that trigger.
I'll talk to you after this.
Shoot me your idea. Fuck. I mean, never know. Maybe, maybe not now. I don't know. Fuck.
Between you, me, and John, if we could do this bar idea, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about. It is lucrative. Like being a bar owner is very fucking lucrative. Like, alcohol is 1,000% markup from what you buy, and what you sell. I mean, you make money. It prints its own. And if prohibition taught us anything, it's that people are always going to fucking drink.
True.
So
Quick little change of subject. Unless y'all have anything else, another little talking point. Y'all got anything else you think would be better if it never existed?
Probably this podcast, but besides that,
But then we wouldn't get fans that get sweet tattoos.
Yeah, right. Very true.
Do y'all have any, like when you were younger, you wanted to do something, but now you're at a point in life where you're like, oh, fucking.
Rollerblades. Rollerblades would be better. We'd be better off. We'd never invented rollerblades.
I thought that's what you wanted to do.
That threw me for a fucking loop.
So ask your question again.
So is there anything that when you were younger, you were like, I want to do this, but now in your current point in life, you're like, I'm not going to fucking do that, or I don't want to do that anymore. Or I'll never get around to it.
There's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to fly. And back when last summer the air show was here, right? And we were sitting out back, and I think John and Dave and I, and it was the F-35 and the P-51 Mustang were doing their, heritage flight, right?
Fucking dope.
Right. And I said, John, I'll never at this point in my life be able to fly that F-35. But there's still a small chance I'll be able to own that P-51 and be flying next to that F-35. So there's still hope. So someday I want to fly. I want to own a couple airplanes, and I want to be able to fly. So
What about helicopters? You ever had interest in helicopters?
I would
That's what
love to fucking know how to fly a helicopter.
They're just way more expensive. But
Yeah.
That's the ultimate I'm the fuck out vehicle.
So
True.
I was looking I actually got on Cessna's website the other day, because you can buy a Cessna for $30,000 to $150,000, which is not bad, right?
For a plane?
For a plane, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but those are like from 1960 to 1980,
I
right?
have it on good authority that they still work fine.
Yes. Well, they have to, the way that everything
I don't know. We
works.
did get in it intentionally to exit it. So
So I got on
You think I'm landing in his fucking plane? No, I'm going to jump out of Scott's plane.
so I got on Cessna's website, and I'm like, well, I wonder what a new one costs,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I couldn't find pricing, so I started Googling, and I found one that was about 5 years old, and it was like $600,000. So
Yeah.
I'm like, not buying a new Cessna. So yeah, that was for a little plane. Like,
What do you know what year it was?
well, it was 5 years old.
It's like a
Oh,
2017,
shit. Yeah.
2018
God,
fucking
$600,000.
Yeah,
C-182. Yeah.
for a 4-seat little airplane.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I knew
they're-
planes are expensive, but not that.
But you
fucking
can buy old
expensive.
ones.
yeah,
They just don't
Yeah.
have all the stuff. And,
Yeah.
they're older, but
brand new ones will run you $800,000 to start.
yeah.
Like I
So-
told you, I had that Marine that had a Cessna. And that
Yeah.
motherfucker would be like, yeah, I'm going to fucking fly to Vegas for the weekend. You guys want to go? I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking fly to Vegas and shit.
No,
like,
someday I'll have my own plane and I'll fly.
So I got a
can I
buddy of
jump out of
mine.
your plane?
I'm going to have a biplane, so it'll be fun.
Say fucking less.
You got to get one of those mounts that goes like on top of the wings that people can like stand
on?
in.
Yeah.
and-
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I want to be buckled in on takeoff and you do a loop-de-loop and I just fall the fuck out into free fall. That's what I want to do.
The
Just
thing
fucking,
is-
I'm ready, bro. And you do it. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm out.
I don't know if you'd fall, because if you're banking, I think the centrifugal force would keep you from falling off.
Oh, maybe. Regardless, I want to jump off that bitch. Just be like,
It'll be like
see you later, bro.
the old school airborne days where they just grabbed onto the wing and took
Yeah.
off, and then
Yeah.
when it was time to get off, they just
I
let
get tagged
go.
in that fucking video way too often. Like way too often.
Mikey, Dave, you guys got anything that you wanted to do when you were younger? And
You know what? I did it, man. It was jumping out of planes. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to skydive and I wanted to learn how to do that. And I got to do it. So I guess now it's like, what's next? The thing is what's the old saying? Don't lose your dinosaur. You always wanted to be a dinosaur when you were a kid. Well, don't fucking lose that. Don't lose that passion.
Yeah.
There's always something else you want to do. Like I wanted to have kids, so I did it. I wanted to, I wanted a family. I fucking, it was a goal. Weirdly enough, that was a goal. I did it. I wanted to fucking be successful in the Marine Corps. I think I was pretty successful considering. I wanted to, yeah, up to a point.
I was laughing at my own career, because
fucking,
success is measured in different ways.
absolutely, 100%, and it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all very relative. So I wanted to learn how to jump out of planes. I did that. Like I fucking there's always something, right? But what's one thing I really want to do? How about you, Dave? What are you thinking?
Pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah. I started to learn. My grandfather was teaching me in a tiny little Cherokee 180 which is a belly wing
That's the first thing I flew in.
turboprop. Yeah. And you can find those for 65, 75 grand right now. And it's a fantastic plane to fly.
Yeah.
Very, very responsive. Lots of fun. Not super fast, but
Well,
when
Dave,
yeah.
I'll throw this out there. When I buy my airplane, you too will get your pilot's license.
Deal.
I'm just stoked. I'm gonna have a fucking flight. I'm gonna have a plane to jump out of. I'm good with that.
Yeah, you don't want to land in it, so
I'd rather fucking land on my own. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Justin, what about you, buddy? You're young enough that
Yeah,
you
you're
can still
enough. You can still do it, bro.
you could still pursue it.
you can still be that princess.
Yeah.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Where's the little girl? Where's the little girl? I don't know. There's the little girl.
Fuck, I don't know. I was the definition of like the fucking like military brat because my dad always did army stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna be a soldier. And then I got in and was like, this ain't all it's cracked up to be. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one day I'd like to own my own like media business, do like photo and video and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think I'm also just young and I really like the career that I'm in. So I've never really thought of like,
He's trying so hard not to get fired right now.
if that's the thing that breaks the camel's back, fuck. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also really bad about asking y'all questions and not thinking of an answer
Right.
myself. So, but
No, what did I want to do that? Yeah, pilot's the only thing that I didn't do yet that
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, my life's been pretty fucking awesome. I don't know. I'm not complaining.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I was just, you brought up the whole bar thing of like, I've always thought if I owned a bar and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, and that I think I would be successful with that. I really do.
It would just come with costs.
Yeah.
And it's costs that I don't really want to pay anymore,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's more of a cost of time. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about the cost of monetary value.
No,
It's more
that's what I
just
meant.
the amount of time that it would take
Yeah.
away from me and my family and my friends and my lifestyle and my career is like, I'm a fucking veteran advocate. That's really what I am at my core, right? Like I fucking advocate for veterans. My goal is that no veteran will ever want for fucking anything, right? Now that's a fucking goal it's unrealistic for me to fucking say that I can do that on my own because I can't. Nobody can, right? Fucking Elon Musk couldn't fucking donate his fortune and fucking make that happen, right? So it's like it's very unrealistic. But
It'd make a hell of a dent.
yeah, he can make a hell of a dent.
I don't know. Us veterans are some really needy bitches. every
That's
now and
also true, like
so.
because at my core, that's what I am, man. Is I give a fuck about vets and that's what I want to do. Well, an attorney. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I've wanted to go to law school. You guys have all heard me talk about maybe that's the next step. That's one of those shit or get off the pot fucking things. Like,
I don't know that I could see you as a 1L though, like a first year law student, because I got to watch Savita go through that when he got his law degree, and by watching him go through that means I saw him like 4 times that entire year.
Yeah. And I know that that's the truth. I know that that's the reality of it. Like your first year of law school is a motherfucker. I was actually talking to a friend of mine this week down in Florida who's a lawyer, and he's pretty high up lawyer. He's fucking high in his firm out in California, and he's been around for a while. And I voiced this to him that, hey man, it's still in the realm of possibilities. I have the scores. I could do it. Like it's really a question of finding the funds to fund me going to law school. But then he asked me the question. He said, well, what would you do? And my first answer was veteran law. My goal would be to go after the fucking VA, and I would represent veterans. That's what I want to, that's what I'm passionate about is fucking helping vets. Right. And a lot of vets need legal help and they don't fucking get it. Another thing that I think we don't concentrate enough on is first responder PTSD. Like there's 1,000,001 fucking programs out there for veterans PTSD, but what about the guy who has to see a dead kid every goddamn night on shift and go home to his family and go back and do it the next day? Cops and firefighters and first responders fucking see some of the most horrific shit on the fucking planet. If you think that doesn't affect them, you're fucking wrong, man. It affects them.
That's
it's
what
also-
alcohol was for.
Huh?
That's what alcohol was for.
Fucking for real.
Look at the alcoholism rates among first responders in comparison to veterans, and you'll find that it's damn near neck and neck.
Oh, it's
if
right on
not-
par, I'm sure.
if not a little higher.
Yeah, I'm sure it's right on par.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way I could do that job
Yeah.
and be a functional member of society.
Well, that's at home too.
Yeah.
That's not over the pond or anything. That's
Like, we
like
have
no
deep-
down the street. I saw this kid that was just smeared
Yeah,
on the street.
Exactly.
Like,
We have decompression time in the military. Well,
Yeah.
like we don't like to think that we do, but if a Marine fucking sees some wacky shit in Iraq, he floats back or flies back, or they have post-deployment time and shit. There's decompression time, and there's programs set up for us, right? Because it's the flavor of the fucking week, and because they treated our veterans so fucking shitty coming back from Vietnam, the society as a whole has came together and been like, no, we want to take care of these veterans now. But one section of society that they completely turn their fucking backs on, especially as of recent, is police, firefighters, and first responders who see fucking legitimate, horrific fucking acts of violence every fucking day. And they have to go back to work the next night.
And then get shit on.
Yeah, and then get shit on and defunded and all this bullshit. And it's like, dude, that fucking weighs on a person's soul. So, like, I mean, if I did become a lawyer, I would primarily see my focus on defending that shit and defending veterans' rights and fucking first responders and fighting for first responder PTSD care. That's genuinely what I think I would go for.
And figuring out which judges aren't offended by the fuck word.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's going to be the other one. My opening statements are going to be epic. So, like, I'd probably be a great lawyer on TV.
I mean, Judge Judy has to retire eventually, right?
Dude? Like, I'd be a fucking fantastic, like the divorce court judge or some shit. They come in and be like,
That's
Your Honor, she did this, this, and this. I'd be like, what'd you do? I mean, I hit her the one time. Fuck you, like, or whatever, you know, or vice versa. I was like, you're paying how much in child support? And she, look at your nails. Yeah, we're gonna dock that down. Fucking, yeah. I mean,
that's the new show for Vet TV. The vet judge. Fucking make a dude do push-ups while you're berating him in court.
veterans court. And I'm just sitting there ripping into motherfuckers.
I think being a judge would be an okay gig.
I mean, yeah, you got to get voted in, though, right? Like, I mean, you get
Yeah,
voted in,
and
as
you
a
have to be a
judge.
lawyer first, I think.
You do,
Yes.
you do,
so,
and it's a slippery slope into politics after that too.
yeah.
You know, as a lawmaker, slippery slope. So,
Lawyers also, I feel like, probably up there with workload as far as time consuming, just like
100%.
running a bar or something like that.
100%. So, you know, it's like,
What are your options?
yeah, you got to weigh your options. Or I just, you know, wait for Haley to get promoted again, and then I fucking retire and don't do shit. I hang out with you fuckers all day, so, like, which is also a great option. So,
We got a couch for you.
yeah, I'm not greedy, so that's whatever. But yeah, don't lose your dinosaur.
Yeah.
You know, that's really the theme of that. Like, there's you have time. You have time, even if you're as old as fucking Father Time over here. You have time. All right. You even got time, buddy.
Yeah.
You're immortal though, so it doesn't count. You
Yeah,
have
he
all the
actually
time.
designed the P-51. That's why he wants to fly
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I do want to fly in one so bad.
Yeah.
I talked to my buddy Frank Cashman. He's a retired warrant officer from the Army.
Yeah.
He's a retired cop, but he was a warrant officer in the Army. It was a helo pilot, but he got to fly a P-51
Nice.
recently.
On his 51st birthday, actually.
That's what it was. It was
Oh,
on his
fuck
50th,
yeah.
and he was like, it was like the fucking, it was like a dream come true, man. It
Yeah.
was like one of the greatest experiences of my life. And he was
Yeah.
telling me about it recently.
Like
it happened.
I before I fly in one, I want to like become friends with the pilot.
Yeah.
And then like me and you, right? If you were the pilot of the P-51, I would call you a pussy and berate you until you took me up and you made me fucking throw up, and like I want a fucking ride
Yeah.
in a P-51. I don't want to fly in one. I want to fucking I want to ride. Like I want it to be.
You want the experience.
I want the fucking.
You want the like dog fight. I'm
Yes.
fighting for my life ride.
Yeah, I want to fucking ride in one.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Show
see
me what this bitch can do.
I want to
Yeah,
see
that's
it
what I
like
want.
you're fighting a fucking Zero from
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
World War II. Like, yeah. I
So,
dig it, man. I dig
Well,
it.
it's like the Hueys that were down there this year. When they were down there last year, the UH-1, they had a good set of riders with them. and they went nape of the earth. Like they were turning that bitch sideways and like trimming trees with the fucking skids kind of thing.
Were you there when they fucking, I think it was John's class when he went through. I don't think you were there yet. When they dropped the ashes out of the Huey.
I was there for that.
You were there for that, so it was John's class.
Yes.
We're all standing in formation, just got a face full of people.
I was lucky because I was there like taking pictures of the event.
That's when you chipped your tooth.
That was when I chipped my tooth.
Sacrifice the body for the job, dog.
It was a dope photo.
It was a dope
It was a fucking dope photo. But I remember they dropped those ashes, and when it hit like the first group of people, it like hit what was happening, and I just like took my camera and tucked my head. I was like, I'm not fucking swallowing dead, dude.
I stand there at POA just like, I know what that is. I got people in my beard right now.
It wasn't a Jewish like oven. It was a person, probably.
It was
They probably don't mix the ashes.
Scott,
it was definitely
grandpa.
singular.
I want to commend you on that callback right there.
Jesus Christ.
You started this. It's not people. It's
Technically,
a person.
Hitler started this, but
Yo.
Oh no, he just took a page out of somebody else's book.
Goebbels probably had a hand in there. Goebbels
Probably had a few
Gary.
hands in there.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. Jesus.
Oh man, yeah. Pay them bills, sweetheart.
Fucking warfightertobacco.com. FTFO for 15% off. owellness.us. Freedom Friends 25 gets you a quarter off your order. And Icy Tech coolers for those who get it.
Keep the
Use
people
that
out of your
code.
beard.
Use that code Freedom Friends 25.
Freedom Friends 10.
Freedom Friends 10. I will raise my glass and say thank you for being my freedom friend.
Hand me that bottle real quick.
Cheers. Cheers, pink drink.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Fucking mom's friends. Ass eating season's upon us, and Dave needs a butthole scarf. Tracy needs a butthole scarf. Like, share, subscribe, all those. Really just three things. Dave, hit him with the first one.
Smoke on.
Your favorite.
Drink on.
And God damn it, freedom the fuck on. Later.